Voters are fed up with Susan Collins, and now she knows it because she was just booed at a public appearance, and she hasn't done a town hall, I'm being told, in at least 20 years. Imagine being a senator and not doing a town hall in 20 years. I think we understand why now. That clip coming up in just a moment, but first, let's look at someone who is challenging her, someone who is not supported by the establishment, an oyster farmer named Graham Platner. And here's his ad.
What I love most about Maine are the people. I have never met people who are more hard scrabble, even in a place that requires you to work like 2 or 3 different jobs. We have watched this state become essentially unlivable for working class people, and it makes me deeply angry. My name is Graham Platner, and I'm running for U.S. Senate in Maine to defeat Susan Collins, a decade of military service going overseas, farming oysters to feed my community, diving to lend a hand to other fishermen, trying to start a family. But everywhere I've gone, it seems like the fabric of what holds us together is being ripped apart by billionaires and corrupt politicians, profiting off of destroying our environment, driving our families into poverty, and crushing the middle class. I did 4 infantry tours in the Marine Corps and the Army. I'm not afraid to name an enemy, and the enemy is the oligarchy. It's the billionaires who pay for it, and the politicians who sell us out. And yeah, that means politicians like Susan Collins. I'm not fooled by this fake charade of Collins' deliberations and moderation. The difference between Susan Collins and Ted Cruz is at least Ted Cruz is honest about selling us out and not giving a damn. People know that the system is screwing them. They know it in their bones. Nobody I know around here can afford a house. Healthcare is a disaster. Hospitals are closing. We have watched all of that get ripped away from us, and everyone's just trying to keep it all together. Why can't we have universal health care like every other first world country? Why can't we take care of our veterans when they come home? Why are we funding endless wars and bombing children? Why are CEOs more powerful than unions? We fought 3 different wars since the last time we raised the minimum wage. I'm not pretending to have all the answers, but I know that I'm asking the right questions. When I tell people around here that I'm running for Senate, sometimes the initial reaction is, what the but when I tell them why I'm doing it, because I truly do believe that we can build a system that is going to represent working people, the #1 response has been, well, thank God somebody's going to do it. You're supposed to fight for the things you love. This is our home, and I will fight tirelessly for it, for you. It's Mainers first, and Maine always.
Again, that is Graham Platner running against Susan Collins. I'm hoping to have him on the show. And he was actually asked how you win over Trump supporters. And it sounds like after I show you this clip of Susan Collins, there's quite a few that can be won over. But here is him talking about that.
But I am going to drag along some of them. And I know that because I work next to them on the boat launch. And we bitch every day. We sit down drinking coffee at the bottom of the Sullivan boat launch, complaining about rich people stealing our money, complaining about a healthcare system that's falling apart, and complaining about the fact that none of our friends and family can afford a place to live. We talk about those things, and we all agree on it. It's funny, over the past week, people are like, how are you going to talk to Trump supporters? I'm like, what, are you kidding me? I do it every day, man.
I like this guy. Now, the establishment is likely trying to get Janet Mills, who is the governor of Maine, to run for Senate. And she is, I think, 74, 78. And I don't know. I just am letting you know this is an option. Now, Susan Collins, as I said, was booed at her town hall. Not really a town hall, but at a public event. Here's how it happened. Oh, he was about to fold his arms like a 1980s movie high school teacher, if that makes sense. You darn kids. Anyways, we also have here Susan Collins getting booed some more and them actually saying this.
But I'm so disgusted with the cuts the Republican Party has made to this big ugly bill. That's what you're considering. Get out of here.
So, ma'am, if you would let me celebrate. Oh, please.
There's no celebration to redemption.
You're gonna fat shame me? So, could you just... You're not so slim yourself. Could you please just listen for just one...
Like you. No, you never listened to us. You never listened to your job.
Listen.
Your votes destroyed our Supreme Court. You refuse to have town halls with us. We are listening to us.
For a moment,
Why are you fucking genocide?
could you just listen?
You have voted for our Israel every vote.
I have a suggestion. Could you listen to the suggestion?
Vote Graham Platner.
Could you... Could you...
Graham Platner, as I remind you, is this guy right here. She's totally lost it. And I got to say, though, that Susan Collins is slippery. She's hard to catch. She has had really qualified opponents before, and the Republicans are very smart in the way that they use her because they allow her to do certain votes that go against her party in a really organized fashion so that she doesn't get caught up in some of the most extreme votes. And they do this in a way so that she can maintain that seat because Maine is very specific and Maine is a very interesting state. So in order for Susan Collins to maintain power there, they allow her to do some votes that make her look like an independent, but she's not an independent. It's all coordinated. It's all organized in advance. So I'm just saying that this man right here is one option.
In many ways, we live in a society in which we've been told a story that power is not for us. Power is not for the people. There is a different class, a different type of person whose job it is to wield power, to be a CEO, to be a politician. This is not true. This is false. Power exists for those who are willing to organize and to take it.
I'm just saying that is an option. Now, I personally believe you can't create something different if you don't do something differently. So he's different. I don't know. You let me know what you think. Leave a comment below. Please do hit like, do subscribe if you're not subscribed, and I'll see you next time. Bye.